What's going on, everyone? Juicebags here, and welcome back to some Orcs Must Die 3. We're moving right along in my 5 Skull guide series, and next up is the side entrance on Warmage difficulty. Let's get it done. Alright, and here we go. Now you see here, once again, we've got 2 entrances. We've got one entrance where we started. We've got another entrance, over this way. Now, all of the baddies are going to combine right here in this area. Now, I'm going with what's kind of been my go-to normal 5 skull setup for Warmage difficulty. So I've got my trusty blunderbuss with me. I've got the Jar of Ghosts and the Trap Reset trinket, mainly for their passives. However, I will use these if I feel the need. Then I'm going along with the Gravity Pillar for a ceiling trap. We've got the good old trusty arrow walls and grinder with some brimstone, a tar trap, and the window of butterflies. So let's go ahead and get right on up, and we're going to do basically the same thing we did on the last map. Now what I mean by that is we are going to just spawn camp and then sell and move, and that's going to shave a little bit of time off of that 9-minute par that we have there. So let's go ahead and get things started and see how we do. This particular map, I believe it'll be similar to the last map. Wave 1 should just be this lane. The next wave we will sell all this stuff and move over to the other. And that gives us a little bit of upfront time on that par where we didn't wait for the orcs to run all the way back to the main choke point. So we're definitely going to build proactively, get as much time savings as we can in these upfront early waves, and then we'll move right on back as soon as we can. As soon as both lanes open, really, to be honest. And here we go. We see, actually, we've got one more wave right here, so we can continue to build it out a little bit. Let's go with a gravity pillar there. And, let's throw that window of butterflies up as well. We got those lovely little kobold runners. If anything's gonna run past your stuff, it's gonna be the kobold runners. But brimstone and grinders both do a lovely, lovely job against that particular enemy. Hence why I have got them here. I have had my fair share of sneaky kobolds in lots of different games, that is for damn sure. No matter what you're playing, kobolds are just little sneaky ones. Just continue to wreck them up. Trying, once again, it's not a high scoring run, it's a 5 skull run. So focused on getting those combos, but not heavily focused on it at all. So we're done on this side for now, and we can move on over to this far lane, as we've just got, as you see on the minimap, just this lane has got baddies coming up next. I think, you know what, let's start off. I like the corners. I really love using corners. The main thing is it gives you a double wall covering one tile. So that's just good stuff there. Let's just go ahead and load this bad boy up with all the stuff and things. Let's go with a tar there just for combo's sake. And we got 3,500 left, but I just don't really think we need it. I guess I could do that as a little bit of a last resort in case anything does decide to do the hard push. And you know what? Let's just jack it up. It's all sorts of jacked up now, that's for sure. Blunderbuss to the face. Those kobolds. Oh, those kobolds. In fact, just in case, I'm not going to have enough coin to throw a grinder down back here. As a just in case, I was going to throw a grinder. In the slim, slim chance that all these kobolds made it past everything. Looks like they're getting handled, though. Looking good. We got a few more mobs here. We've got 5 minutes left. This map, I think we're going to have just tons and tons of time So now that we saved a little of that upfront time, I'm just going to go ahead and move it back to a main killing zone. Now, one thing that you will definitely want to watch for is half tiles. In OMD 1, OMD 2, ogres didn't get pissed off at half tiles. What I mean by half tile is something like that. You could build like this, and enemies could still get by. If you build like this in OMD 3, ogres will be in instant smash mode. So any of the larger mobs that come through will just start smashing. So you want to make sure you avoid any time where you're using any sort of half tiles there as far as the ground. Make sure the baddies have a nice full path. Let's see, we'll go like that. Get another grinder back here. We can throw in that gravity pillar. We can get our butterflies in. And then, you know, just for good measure here in the back, we will jack this thing all sorts up and create a nice killing zone. Now, this area, of course, the enemies are going to combine and come into here. So this area will get pushed a little bit harder. And, you know, the waves are timed pretty well. As you see, it is the path over to the right that's getting all the action right now. There will be times where there's enemies coming out of both paths. However, there is a little bit of a grace period there. As you see now, we've got enemies from both lanes on the map. So on the tougher maps, as we get into higher difficulties, these mobs combining will create quite the mess here. This one still being on the earlier side of the story and campaign, we're just going to be able to wreck it. I'm very confident of that. Let's go ahead and continue to build it out. What else do we want? I guess now we can just hold on to it. We got 3 minutes left, but we've only got one more wave. So, you know, we've still got this wave to clear. But this wave could be done, like, really close to that 3 minute mark, maybe a little lower, leaving just a ton of time for the final wave. Grinders for the win. Now, Rift Lord difficulty. Ooh, it's going to be a tricky one. Getting through Rift Lord is going to be the real challenge. Now, obviously, Nightmare Mode in OMD 1 and 2 was the ultimate challenge for us. It's a little bit different. I don't want to spoil it for you quite yet, but we will be playing through on Rift Lord as well. I guarantee you that, and those are some extremely hectic, up-front, in-your-face maps, no doubt about it. It's so habit to pop my Jar of Ghost to get the combo. Not doing it. I've got it on the bar there, but I do realize not everyone will have it unlocked. So I'm using it for the passive, but I actually haven't been hit yet, so haven't used it at all. Now that trap reset trinket, obviously I'm getting the passive benefit from that no matter what. We're getting it. We still got 2 minutes left. Holy crap. We got plenty of time for this one. We will end up with some leftover time, I think. I don't think we'll drop below a minute. I mean, we'll see. We might. We'll try to let that gravity pillar kick in a little bit better this time. If I gun them down, then of course the gravity pillar is just not going to get its glory off, but it's just hard not to, you know, I mean, I'm carrying a blunderbuss here, for God's sakes. Super hard not to want to use it. Even dropping those grenades out there will clear out quite a few of these little guys. Now, as further as you go through, more and more enemies are introduced, and that, of course, means things start getting harder and harder. But there is 5 skulls with 1 minute and 13 seconds left on our part time on the side entrance on Warmage difficulty. Now, thank you all so much for watching. Looking forward to get through the rest of this series and move on to Rift Lord. Looking forward to getting some high scoring videos done. Just super stoked about Orcs Must Die 3. Now, all the links for the Stadia goodies are down in the description below, so make sure you head on over and check things out. So thank you all once again, and I will see ya next time around. Take it easy.